Hello everyone, today we're going to put lights in this caboose and they will work for DC and DCC. This is an Atlas caboose. I never buy a rolling stock one at a time. I really like how you can see through this chimney. So it's an Atlas caboose, and I never buy rolling stock one at a time. I buy them with different lots. So this came with an engine actually. So bonus, and it has a few things to be looked at here, but all in all, I think it's in pretty good shape. Needs painting. This is a freelance railroad, so we'll be getting rid of that. So a little bit of a theory. So the system we're going to be using to make this caboose is the same system I used to make my end of train device. So this I will put on the end screen. I will put a link to the video how I made this. So end of train device, we're going to do the same thing. On the end of train device, I used the two bogies from a Bachmann tender, which conduct electricity to the tender. So I used them to bring electricity to my freight car. So these look great, and I really like these Bachmann tenders. If you have an old engine that doesn't have, you know, the best electric pickup, it doesn't have the best electrical pickup, you can use this tender on it. Makes a huge difference. This is what I'm going to use today on the caboose. These are bogies from either a D51 or a C62. I get them directly for Japan. The exchange rate between the yen and the Canadian dollar is favorable, so I take advantage of that. They're not exactly the same side frames as what we're used to, but I think once I go down the track, it won't annoy me. In fact, I don't think I'll even think about it even. So these are made for having really good electrical pickup. Let me just refocus that. They don't look exactly like an American bogie, but it's pretty close. Of course, I'll have to mate this to the Atlas car. It's a different system, but they have the really good electrical pickup. So I'll be picking up electricity from all 8 wheels with these. So that is what I'm looking for. So first I have to take this apart, which we will do. These are really cool. They have windows. Look at that. So I guess I'll start by removing these ladders. Let's just remove these truck pins. Oh, they are on there tight. Then let's see how these fit in there. I may have to make some changes. That looks like it's gonna fit in there fine, actually. Let's see if the original Atlas truck pin will hold them in. I removed the little contact strips just so I could check everything, see what I need to change. It's a little slack, but that might end up working okay. Well, I removed the contact pin, so it's the wheels are very loose in there, but I think it's going to be okay. I will, however, have to make holes through the floor around here to allow for my connecting pins to come through. But it looks like it's not going to be too hard. That's good. Part is optional also, so that works for me because I need to clear the coupler pocket. But this should work good. I'm gonna try it like that. That would help me out. If not, I'll make some more adjustments later. But so far, that all seems to be working okay. Using the Dremel, I made some slits from my contact strip so that it can go through the body and bring electricity inside the caboose. And it's time to try it out. It's easier to make changes now if I need to, but it seems to be rolling fine. I'm also gonna go try it on the track just to gonna disassemble this again, and I have to remove the contact strips from the trucks, because as I solder my wires to this, I will be making this too hot. It will melt the plastic, so I have to go ahead and disassemble this again. I found that I need to use just a little bit of a spacer for that to look good. So these will pop right out. So I'm going to solder just a tiny wire to this. I soldered every wire to the tip of the contact strips. Now I'm going to put everything back together. And just like that, my caboose is electrified and it's still free rolling. That's awesome. So this is what you need to order: 0603 LEDs, white and red, and specify 12 volt with resistor. So I'm gonna go on the track and show you how to wire these together. This is why you need 2 LEDs, because as you change the train direction, it will change from one LED to the other. So I want the 2 marker lights to light up. So depending on the direction, they'll be on or off. So I want the marker lights to be on when the train goes forward, but if the train backs up, they'll be off. So that is really sweet. CN cabooses have ditch lights, so you can wire it so the ditch lights are on when the train's backing up, and then when the train's moving forward, you can have the marker lights go on. So like I said before, LEDs are always directional lighting. If you go on the DC track, if you go on the DCC track, then everything will be on at the same time. Everything everywhere all at once. So I'm gonna prefer to have just the inside lights and the marker lights for my caboose. I shortened the weight, and then I connected the resistors to the red wire. I doubled the resistors, that way more protection, because I am gonna run this on DCC. And I made the black side to be very similar. I poked 2 holes through the back just to fish my 2 marker lights through. So I've got that ready to install, and I just crazy glued 2 of the white LEDs to make the lights inside the caboose. Now I'm gonna connect that to the bottom part. Very simple circuit. I've got the marker lights and 1 of the interior lights wired for one direction, and then this black wire here is the interior light for the other direction. Same here, all the blacks together save for 1, which is the other direction. I'm gonna mate this to this here and this here, and the circuit should be complete. We'll go test it on the track. I tried to wire them in parallel, but I could only get 2 to light up. Now I've got them wired in series, and I got all 3 to light up now for the marker lights and the interior light. Boy, that is not a very neat circuit. At any rate, I got the 2 marker lights to work, and the interior light one direction, and then the other direction just one interior light. Of course, when you put it on DCC, then everything will be lit up. Things are really coming together. I'm going to put some liquid tape to re-insulate everything, just to be on the safe side. Did the final testing. Now I'm going to add the handrails and I'm going to glue these LEDs in place. One more final test. That looks awesome. And now it's time to run some trains. Really pleased with that project. It's really satisfying. So as the train moves forward, the marker lights are on. And if I decide to back up the train, then the marker lights are off, but I still have interior lighting. And then when I move forward again, they come right back on. So that is super cool. And this is what it's like on DCC, just everything's on all the time, but you can run it like that, so that's great. It definitely does what I wanted it to. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.